Why would anyone live under something that could destroy them? Mount Etna is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. Its eruptions have been recorded for almost 3,000 years, and its lava has shaped Sicily for hundreds of thousands more. But beneath it, life continues. People build homes here, they grow food, they raise families, because Etna doesn't only destroy, it also gives. And today we're going up the volcano to see what it means to live with fire.
Today I'm taking you to one of the most active and dangerous volcanoes in Europe, Mount Etna.
Italy has more volcanoes than most people realize. Some are famous, some are sleeping, some are under the sea. And the reason is simple.
I want to ask, come si chiama lei?
Io mi chiamo, non mi dare del lei perché...
Come ti chiami?
Come ti chiami?
Irene.
Irene, io mi chiamo Angelo.
Angelo.
Ma se lo chiedi a mia moglie ti dice che sono un diavolo.
I want to ask to Signor Angelo how it's like to live under a volcano, if he's scared of it, and how is life here in Catania?
It's normal, because the volcano is up there, very far from here. And when we... often we know about eruption not because we see it, but because we hear about the news on the radio or we don't care.
Quindi you don't care?
No. And you know, sometimes when the eruption is very spectacular, we take car and for going near the volcano for watching better. This is true.
Solo in Sicilia. Grazie. And we are here on our way to volcano, to Etna. I'm super excited. The weather is perfect. It's so hot. And on the road we see all the black of the volcano already. We are here in this little town now searching for something to eat because we don't know if we will have time up there and if we will find a restaurant. So we are just grabbing something quick for the journey. And here is already so beautiful. The houses here enjoy an incredible view. That cat maybe lives better than many of us. Is enjoying Etna view as well. And let's go to the tavola calda, so to the little restaurant to grab something to eat. I've already seen what's inside and like we did not research this, it's just the first bakery we found on the road and it smells and seems amazing. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Here we have some pizzette, and I think this is something with spinach, and there focaccia, a mix of products.
Italy sits in one of the most unstable parts of Europe, where the African plate pushes beneath the Eurasian plate. The movement creates earthquakes, mountains, and volcanoes. But out of all of them, one is different. Etna, one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. Its eruptions have been recorded for almost 3,000 years, and since the first written records, it has erupted around 200 times. Some eruptions were small. Some changed the landscape forever. In 1669, lava flowed for months, destroyed villages, and reached the edge of Catania.
And I could not resist, so while my mom is paying for the rest of the food that we will take on the volcano, I just had a small pizzetta to eat as second breakfast, maybe third breakfast. God saves and protects Sicily forever, please.
In 1928, it burned the town of Mascali, and yet, today, people still live here. They build homes, they grow wine, they raise families under a volcano that could wake up again at any time.
And we are here on the road going to Etna, and here we start seeing the first stones, which are all black because the lava reached all this hill and arrived until Catania. So wherever it passed, destroyed, of course, everything. But the beauty is that nature regenerate itself. So again we find the trees and the flowers because it's spring, so it's beautiful because life continues.
Famiglia, remember that if you like this kind of content, to like and subscribe to the channel.
We are directly under the volcano, and we passed by many little towns which have been in the past destroyed by the power of Etna, of the volcano. But today life goes on and people here are not scared, as you can see from the interview of Signor Angelo in Catania, who said that when Etna is actually exploding, they come closer to enjoy more the show. Of course, if you don't know how to reach Etna, from Catania they organize tours, but they are quite expensive. They were asking for 70 euros for person, so we decided to come alone with our car, which is cheaper, but we cannot get up to the top because there you need an expert tour guide because it can be dangerous. This is a lavic stone. Is very recognizable because it's all black, and in Catania they build houses with this. In all Sicily they build roads they use in everyday life, so this is a resource, and it's also used for souvenirs like bracelets, necklaces, so it's beautiful. And you can buy lava stones when in the province of Catania or Messina.
So the question is not only how dangerous is Etna, the real question is why do people stay?
Although not conventionally the outdoorsy type. Oh, that's how you say it in English. Have you ever been in Italy and felt like you were missing part of the experience because you couldn't fully understand the language? And believe me, I know that experience because I felt the same with English. And the thing that helped me the most was not just memorizing random words from textbook, it was actually get to know how real people speak in real situations. Oh, by the way, I'm using Lingopie, a platform in which you learn languages by watching real TV shows and movies. If, for example, I don't know a word, I just click on it,
inevitably,
checking how it's pronounced and saving it, and I will find it here in my vocabulary. That's literally all I've been doing to improve my English. It's really interactive because every word stays in context, and since I'm doing it from my beloved couch, it feels more like watching TV than studying. And Lingopie has more than 14 languages. And since I know many of you are studying Italian, this is exactly how I advise you to do it. Real Italian shows real conversations, how Italians actually talk. So famiglia, if you're planning a trip to Italy or you want to reconnect with your roots, try Lingopie. Click the link in the description and get 7-day free trial and 55% off the annual plan.
As we started climbing higher, the question became more real. At first, it still looked like Sicily. Roads, houses, trees, small towns, normal life. But little by little, the landscape began to change. The road became darker, the green started to disappear, and suddenly everything around us was black.
Here we can see that the volcano simply came down and destroyed everything, and there we have La Piana di Catania, so the entire city is built under the majesty of the volcano. Of course, here the earth, the soil is all burnt and you cannot produce and grow anything, but more down, yes, it's very good for production of different types of tomatoes and products. The magic part of Etna and also Vesuvio in Italy is that from the volcano you can literally see the sea and the beach, which is amazing. In the past, they used also to ski on Mount Etna, but nowadays the lava destroyed all the skiing facilities. And this is how the sand, the soil looks like under the volcano. Little stones, all black. If you are brave enough, you can also sleep here for 1 or 2 days. There's an hotel there. You can also stop and have something to eat. I can see that there is pizzeria, but I won't show you what happens to an house that is on the direction of the lava.
What surprised me is that Etna is not one of the deadliest volcanoes in the world. Most of the time, the lava moves slowly enough for people to escape. But that doesn't mean it is safe, because danger is not only death. Danger can be losing your home, your land, your work, everything familiar.
Someone, unfortunately, was living in that house there, but now, as you can see, like the volcano just destroyed everything. It's very sad for me to see that even here there is a lot of rubbish, and this of course is fault of the people who maybe camp here or do a picnic, and then they decide, I don't know why, to throw the rubbish just on this beautiful land. So please, if you come here, respect the place as always. Just observe the contrast between the land, which is on the direction of the lava, which has been destroyed and there's nothing, and the land that has not been touched by the lava. So there's still green and trees. So here it's a question of luck. If you are in the direction, you are gone. If you are even a step far away, safe. You can also come here with a camper, with your family, because there are campings all over here. Maybe you will have to book them online, you need to check. And also many people enjoy to do this little journey with bikes or motorbikes, so you can have this option as well.
In Mascali, people survived because they were evacuated, but the town itself was destroyed. Imagine that. You are alive, but the place where your life happened is gone. Your streets, your house, your memories, everything covered by black rock.
Here, familia, I start to feel a bit scared and a bit more respectful of the majesty of the volcano, because I don't know if you can see the power of this landscape from the video, but it's literally a black river of ancient lava that is coming towards us. It's so impressive, and now it's so beautiful because there is still snow up there, and I'm loving the contrast between this fiery nature of the volcano but covered in a small little layer of snow. My mom is so brave and fearless. She's climbing the lava river there. Here people enjoying with their motorbikes. But me, familia, I don't know, I'm starting feeling scared and maybe thinking about maybe we should go down. My mom. Let's see here what's on the other side. It's quite enjoyable, the weather still, I don't feel cold. Yes, there is a little bit of fresh wind, but it's very pleasant. And here we have Catania down, and a very dangerous place. We cannot step one step forward, we might fall down. Here we have two other houses that have been destroyed by the volcano.
And still people stay. That is what I find the most fascinating. For tourists, Etna is an adventure, a day trip, a beautiful landscape. But for the people who live here, Etna is part of everyday life. They see it from their windows, they farm under it. The volcano is not just a place they visit, it is the mountain above their home. And maybe people stay because Etna doesn't only take, it also gives. The same ash and lava that can destroy a place can later make the soil incredibly fertile. That is why around Etna you find vineyards, chestnut trees, hazelnuts, and farms. People grow life from land that once burned, and I think this is what makes the relationship with Etna so complicated. Fear, respect, gratitude, all at the same time.
Let's approach this volcano rock again. My heart is beating fast and it's so warm, the stone. Yeah!
Today, Etna is watched constantly. Scientists monitor earthquakes, gas, heat, and movements in the ground. They can often understand when the volcano is becoming more active, but nobody can say the exact day of the next eruption. Etna gives signs, but it doesn't give appointments. And maybe that is what living with fire means. You live with something bigger than you, something beautiful, something dangerous, something generous, something you can study but never fully control. Before coming here, I thought Etna would feel scary, and it does, but not in the way I expected. It is not only dramatic, it's silent, almost peaceful, and maybe that silence is what makes it even more powerful.
Pistachio and lemon. Very nice. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. It's beautiful because here there's a souvenir shop, so there are a lot of little stages and souvenirs made of lava stone. Wow, it's beautiful. The small elephant from Catania. Thank God there is here Corso Alpino, so if something happens, at least there we can see a crater and we are going to walk around it. Crazy. Let's hope it's like peacefully dead now. This is not mine. Even up here you can find a wide selection of typical products. So we have pistachio, honey, lemon, almond. This one, for example, is very nice because you have a mix of the different flavors for €10, which is a bit expensive, but not too much, still affordable. What is this? It's the first time I see this in my life. It's honey with dried fruits. Almonds, especially almonds in here. And the honey is green. So, perché è verde?
Perché è miele con pistacchio.
Ah, it's honey with pistachio. That's why it's green. Almond cream. It's like Nutella, but for sure better. Let's read the ingredients. Yeah, much better. For you subscribers who love the snow, look how amazing this island is, because like we are here enjoying this warm weather and still you can do many activities. Climbing an active volcano seems easy, but actually it's not, because on the rocks it's very spiky and where there is like the sand is slippery, so be careful. And have you ever seen a goat on an active volcano with the snow, the sun and the sea? Calabrese. Che carina. La posso accarezzare?
Si avvicina.
Ciao!
Parte sei della Calabria.
Provincia di Valencia. Che bella!
Grazie, si chiama Lulu.
Lulu, che carina! Non ho mai visto una.
È brava.
Mi mordi?
No. Però ti può aprire una bocca anche più bassa. È successo, quindi non si può dire che si formi un altro cratere qua. Però che questi qui eruttano no. Questo ci può andare anche dentro, questi no. Anzi questa parte qua è più crostificata, no? Quindi c'è un fatto di che è fatto una crosta, quindi non ha un punto debole. Però da questa parte qua potrebbe succedere. È sempre un vulcano attivo.
Però gli abitanti della zona non hanno paura del vulcano.
Ma ci conviviamo, ma come ci convivono i campani col Vesuvio, no? Anche quello lì non è un vulcano spento.
Vabbè che
Il Vesuvio è un dormiente, però
tra Calabria e Sicilia abbiamo pure Marsili, che è tipo sott'acqua, che è più grande dell'Etna.
Sì.
È gigante.
È
Quello se
sott'acqua.
quello erutta
Hai capito?
moriamo
Siamo
tutti.
su un terreno vulcanico, quindi
Meno male.
sì,
Meno
però è
male.
bello come-
Sente l'energia del vulcano, no? Proprio carino. Guarda che carino.
Prendi questo qui.
Che carino, guarda.
Prendilo.
Quanto costa?
No, è solo un'offerta, una monetina se ce l'hai, se no non ti preoccupare.
So, Nino lives near Etna. Come si chiama il paese in cui vivi? Nicolosi, the little town we just passed by coming up here. And it doesn't sell anything, so it's all donation. And these are stones from the volcano. And there is also like this super cute little glass with also stones from the lava. And the small goat, her name is Lulu, and she loves living here on Mount Etna as well. She's so sweet and cute, and we are loving spending time with them. This man was the sweetest man, and he wanted to give me everything for free. So really you see that Sicilians have an heart that is bigger than this volcano. But of course, even if they give you for free, try to give something, because this is their job at the end of the day, and they survive thanks to this. And I'm really loving all this. And the capretta Lulu, I think I have a new dream of adopting a little capretta, little goat, and call her Lulu. I love you spending so much money in Switzerland, Alps. Here you get the prices of Sicily, the taste of Sicily with all these arancini, and the beautiful weather. We are now queuing for walking around the crater, and it's like €5 each. I am now climbing my first crater in life, and I don't know what to expect. I'm excited.
I think now I understand the question a little better. Why do people live under something that could destroy them? Maybe because life is not only about safety, it is also about belonging, about history, about the land that feeds you, about the place that shapes you. Etna can destroy, but Etna also gives life. And maybe living with fire means accepting both.
Wow, the volcano here opened up, but now everything here is not active. Let's see what we have here after climbing all this. This is in Catania. We need to mind our steps here. Famiglia, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Viva la dolce vita!